Hey YouTubers, first of all, I'm not trying to rip off Gadgets and Gear because he made a video on the Spyderco Man X2 XL brought to you by an alcoholic drink, but my video is brought to you by Natty Daddy Beer. So anyway, now that we're through with that, this is a knife video on the Benchmade Barrage model 583. In my opinion, a very, very highly underrated knife. I don't know if it's really underrated, but I know there's not a whole lot of reviews on it, and I don't know why. I don't know if a lot of people don't have it, but I think it's a great knife. Definitely worth the money, and I think people would love it if they actually knew about it. I'm not sure, but this knife is actually assisted. You just use your thumb and the blade pops out. And as far as I know, there's not a whole lot of Benchmades that are assisted. The 583 Barrage, it has a 3.6 inch blade, whether it's a drop point, the Tonto, black, satin, whatever. This model has the serrated. The handle is 4.75 inches, and the overall length of the knife is 8.35, which is a pretty big EDC knife. But I am a fan of bigger knives, so it's perfectly okay with me. Speaking of the blade, it is Osborne design. It is 154 cm, which is a very, very good steel. It holds an edge well. It's up there with the best. The handle is what Benchmade calls Velox. I know a lot of people who aren't a big fan of it, but I personally really like it. Maybe because there's no jimping. The knife has virtually no jimping at all. If you notice, there's no jimping, but I think it's a pretty stable knife to hold. I think it is pretty good. So there also is a safety. If you notice right here, there's a little safety. Down is fire, safety is up. The safety's on now. You hit it, the blade doesn't come out. Push it down, the blade comes out. Same thing the reverse way. Push it up, the blade can't come down. Push it down, the blade comes down. Let me tell you a quick story about how I got this knife. I actually had to drive 5 hours round trip to get this knife. I mean, yeah, I could have ordered it on the internet, but I was more interested in seeing like some of the Benchmades out there and actually feeling them and working with them. So, but I paid about, I think it was about $145 for this knife. The retail on it is $165. That's the thing about Benchmade. You can't get it for a whole lot less than retail. I'm guessing because they're worth it. I mean, so yeah, I paid a few dollars more than I could have on like Amazon, but to me, to like go and see like 20 different models and pick one, it was worth it to me because I've bought a lot of knives before which I was disappointed that I shouldn't have got, so it was worth it to me. And yeah, I'm from Western Pennsylvania, and I had to drive to Morgantown, West Virginia to Cashland Pawn, which has Benchmades now. They carry Benchmades, and that was the closest dealer to me. So But like I said, I really like this knife. I highly recommend it. I wish it was reviewed more, and it'd be nice if more people could appreciate this knife. I mean, it's well built.